So let's talk about the production process. I think it's so easy for us to look at the work on production day and neglect all the fact of everything that goes into the work leading up to a production that makes it successful. If you're in video production, that is one specific task that has its own process. Process is really important to recognize and understand because it's repeatable, it's automated, and it's something that we test over and over and over that creates successful projects. Often clients see the work that goes into production day, but they rarely see the full scope of work that goes into making that production a success. I, as well as any creative that's in this lane of work, gets the question of, how much does a music video cost? And that question is charged for a lot of us. And I think the biggest issue is like, does the person asking you the question understand the process that they're asking for? A music video is a process. Video production in itself is a process. And that process isn't just production. I think it's so easy to look at production because it's the most tangible thing. We're on set, we're seeing the work done, and it's very visibly and understandably work that you're paying for. The reality is any video production has a process. And our process starts with, the initial conversation of like, you're interested. Then taking that to a personal conversation, which is usually very overarching. Let's get in tune with your brand. Let's get in tune with your goals, what you have in mind. Once we can kind of figure that out, then we can actually get to the quotation process, quoting a project with real numbers to meet the goals that you have in mind. We're actually in an area that can decide and define what your project's goals and expectations are. Once we've done that, then we're in pre-production, where we can assemble our team, where we can start to put the tools together, where we can start to have those conversations with, here's how we're going to do this. Then bringing all the crew and everything together and executing on that production. This is the most crucial part of the project because everybody has to be in alignment for production to go smooth. I think so often in the process, when production goes smooth, it's assumed that it was just luck. Really, all the work leading up to it is what makes that work well. And when a production goes smooth, it impacts post-production. Post-production goes a lot smoother when you're shooting what you need because you're creating a consistent project that has a consistent universe. That's really where the finite details of like where art direction and your team and your client and everyone kind of collide together to make the project that is consistent and on brand. This is the full scope process of what that question, how much does a music video cost, really entails. I think as creators, we need to be willing to have the conversation with our clients to educate them so that even if they don't work with us, they understand what they're really asking.